Hello, my name is Tracy Allen, and I want to welcome you to Cooking with Some Friends. Hello, welcome to Cooking with Some Friends. We are getting ready to put some burgers and brats on the grill, but we're going to make a berry cheesecake salad to go with that. And then we'll do some chips and some other stuff. But anyway, so I've got 8 ounces of cream cheese that's at room temperature. And to that, I'm going to mix in with my mixer half a cup of sugar. This is so simple. So this is going to be loud for just a second. Done with the mixer. That was fast, wasn't it? And now I want to fold in 8 ounces of whipped cream to this mixture, and I have a 16-ounce container, so I'm just going to do half of it. Maybe. And this has a combination of different berries that we're going to add to it. So I'm going to mix that some more in just a second. I have taken 1 large container of strawberries, and I went ahead and cut those in half, stemmed them and cut them in half. I have 1 cup of blueberries, and I'm going to add to that. I've already rinsed all these fruits. 1 cup of blackberries and 1 cup of raspberries. So once I get this mixed up, I'm going to mix it into my fruit. And we're going to serve it as soon as the burgers and brats are ready. So you want to serve it pretty quickly so the whipped cream doesn't curdle. And that's all there is to the salad. We'll show you a picture when it's done. Hello, and welcome to Cooking with Some Friends. Today we're at Kelly's home in Cameron, and Kelly is Taylor, my daughter-in-law's mother, and we are making carnival type foods for the month of September. And honestly, the first thing I thought of when I thought of doing carnival foods, I thought Taylor keeps bragging about her mom's kettle corn and how it's the best kettle corn. And I thought, okay, so I need to see if Kelly will do this video with us. And then she was gracious enough to let us come and do some other carnival foods too. So we're going to start though with a recipe that is known for carnival food. But you have a whole history with this recipe, kind of. And we're going to do funnel cakes. And so we're going to show you a good funnel cake recipe. And so you tell me the story behind funnel cake.
So it's the recipe itself is not ours. We have no attachment to it. But my dad, who unfortunately passed away a few years ago, was famous for his funnel cakes at the carnival in my hometown, Marceline. And so the Rotary Club would always make funnel cakes, and he was usually the guy actually frying them up. Yeah, and so it's a hot job. July in a tent with a hot fryer. It wasn't always the funnest thing, I don't think he enjoyed it. No, but they always taste really, really good. And so like this last summer we went and I got one, and it was good. It wasn't my dad's funnel cake.
And our county does the Holt County Autumn Festival, but Marceline, and that's in September. But Marceline does theirs on the 4th?
Independence Day, so it's like the week leading up to it.
Right. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, Marceline is the birthplace of...
Not the birthplace,
okay,
the boyhood hometown of Walt Disney.
So do you get in trouble if you say the birthplace?
Well, Kansas City is where he... No, that's later.
That's another...
I think he was born maybe
I don't even
somewhere
know
else.
if I know where he was born.
Not in Missouri.
Okay. But it was his boyhood home. Okay, so we're gonna make this recipe for funnel cakes, and we're gonna start with, and we're gonna do it in this bowl because it'll pour into our funnel cake bag. But we're gonna start with a half cup of milk. And we're gonna whisk together the milk, 2 eggs.
You're gonna see me struggle to crack eggs.
Can you do it with one hand, either one of you? I can't either.
Absolutely.
My hands are too short and fat. I can't do it.
I guess I've never tried.
Can you?
But I'm afraid
No, I'm gonna do it on camera. I'll try it some other time. I make too much shell. Like mine doesn't ever break clean. Like so, I need both hands to kind of.
Okay.
There you go.
And then she has 2 tablespoons of water.
Okay, what's this one?
And a teaspoon of vanilla, and that all whisks together.
Okay, there we go.
So these are all our wet ingredients.
Okay.
As soon as she gets that whisked together, which those eggs are always fun, she's going to add the dry ingredients. And no specific order, but when she's ready, she's going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar, a teaspoon and a half of baking powder, just a pinch of salt, a cup of flour.
You want to do my pinch of salt? Shake it in there. What we are follow the recipe gals. I like.
I'm much better than I used to be.
Well, you're better than I am.
You don't improvise?
No.
Yeah, I've learned to
My
improvise,
sister
but
and
they do not.
we really prefer to.
Yeah.
Don't tell me a pinch. Give me a measurement.
Well, and it's funny because I've said before, all pinches are not created
They're
equal.
not the same. Yeah.
I have a story for you with Ron this morning. He makes his own breakfast every morning. And he does sausage and eggs, and then he has yogurt and fruit and his hot tea. Well, he's sitting over in his chair doing commentary on how he prepares his food. And
He's doing his own videos.
Yeah, well, I told him, I said, I want this on video. Because he says a pinch of pepper, it goes in my eggs. And he had comment on exactly how he does the hot tea and all of that.
Funny.
So it was just hilarious.
So, question for you and for the viewers at home: do you leave this lumpy, kind of like pancake
a
batter?
little
you
bit.
think?
You
Okay.
I mean, as long as there's no real dry spots. Okay.
They're probably like about there.
Yep. And then
see.
we have, and we prepared it in advance, we have a piping bag with the tip on it that's pretty wide because you want it to be able to come through. But if you put this into a fairly large cup, it makes filling it so much easier. And I was telling Taylor, when I used to teach, I had a pitcher that was designed specifically for this, but I don't have it any longer.
For filling this or for funnel cakes?
Yes.
Oh.
No, for forming the funnel cakes.
Oh, got you. Like almost like a.
Yeah, it was a pitcher.
Didn't
but it
Dad
was
use like a form? Like, wasn't there usually a circle that
They had pie pans, metal pie pans that they had cut the rims off.
Yeah, cut
and
the
that
bottom
was
of
their
it off.
form.
Yeah.
But we have it because this is not very big. so
Right.
this would
That
be
was in like a big
yeah, but
deep
they did.
fryer.
That was. They had those huge.
Yes, the big.
They could do 2
Now, is this
hours.
going to be
Yeah.
coming out the bottom?
A little bit, but
Okay.
it'll be fine because then we can always take that back and reuse it. Okay, so we are going to take a little bit of a break because we're going to move over to the stove.
Okay, we're going.
Okay, so we're back doing the funnel cakes, and you can see part of Taylor, but not all of her.
Hello.
There she is. And she wanted me to show you this little trick. Our oil is really hot, but if you do flour and it disintegrates and goes towards the edge, it will tell you. Now, we used a candy thermometer to say 350, but you could use that trick as well. So we're ready to actually form the funnel cakes, and you need a fairly heavy pan and at least 2 inches of oil, and you want to keep the bag moving.
I feel like you need to keep a constant stream, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And cross it.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
Maybe go out to the edge a little bit.
There you go.
Think that's good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably good.
And you're gonna wait for this to brown. And then we will turn it and
Take over
then,
doing what?
the really fun part is that then when you chop them, you can top them with so many different things. You can use, we've got some different toppings over there that we'll show you some options.
I guess you'll probably flip.
Yep.
Well, this is going to be good. Taylor.
All right.
Okay, we need a plate with paper towel.
Okay. Plate, paper.
I have some too.
I thought I saw plates over
Because it's going to be done pretty good.
What do you think?
Yes. casserole and pot.
That
is
smells
perfect
like
for
the
that.
4th of
It
July.
is.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay, we're ready to form another one.
Okay.
Oh, all right, here we go.
Let me do it. I want to do
You
it.
try. You try.
I want to do one.
Like, there's probably
It really is.
There's a lot in the bottom.
Batter.
Yeah, we can just refill then. The key is just move all the time so that
And you
it
need to
doesn't
get another
get
plate
globbed.
ready. Probably remove that one to a different plate, which you probably can
Well,
do.
there's actually not too much oil even coming
Okay,
off
well,
of
that's
it,
good.
I
I
don't feel
would
like.
think. That's good.
Yep. Perfect.
Right now, I'm gonna wash my hands.
Yes. I know, we just keep trading. That's what, as
Yep.
soon as you get the batter all over you.
And depending on what you put your batter in, you can always then refill your bag if you need to and keep going.
I'm gonna go ahead and put the powdered sugar on this one.
Yeah, you can if you want to, and then we'll top the other one with something
Yeah,
else.
it's your pie.
So you can see Kelly in the background, she's got her sifter and she's gonna put powdered sugar over the top of this one,
I'm pretty excited.
which is kind of the traditional, yeah.
They didn't ever top it with anything else
Really?
at our carnival. Just powdered sugar.
So some other options that you have, you can almost make it like a pastry. You can put pie fillings on it, you can put chocolate syrup, you can put whipped cream. Yeah, and so it's just like
I'm
another
gonna guess
pastry.
you could probably do something savory as well.
Yeah,
Like,
Well, the batter is pretty sweet though, right? It's got sugar in it.
but Monte Cristos.
You put bacon. Ooh, maple bacon funnel cake.
I gotta try this.
She's going for it. All right, I think this one's done too.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, Taylor's in the background. She's making up another batch of funnel cakes because we have other people who want them. And so this is another option besides the powdered sugar that you saw Kelly do earlier. You can take different types of fruit topping for pie filling. You could take chocolate syrup, pretty much anything. And then you can even take some whipped cream.
Make
And
it
make
real
it
bad.
really bad. You could even do ice cream on top.
Oh, that would be really
That would be really good.
Funnel cake a la mode.
Yes. Thanks for joining us for this session of Cooking with Some Friends. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And find us on Facebook at Cooking with Some Friends.